Hello, fellow Tenno. This is Crowbar Zero, and today we're going to talk about Valkyr. So, with this setup, you only need actually 5 forma. I ended up forming something a long time ago and then just replacing it more recently. So, for this setup, it's mostly focused around we're going to get the war cry off, and then occasionally we're going to dip into hysteria to regain our health. And this will help perpetuate the war cry, and then the rage will help kind of refill our energy pool in between hysterias, so that we can keep your health going indefinitely. To keep your health up, you're going with steel fiber, vitality, and armored agility. That will increase your effective health quite a bit. We've got narrow-minded and prime continuity to help increase the duration that you get every time you kill something with Eternal War, and keeps that max total up pretty high. We've got your blind rage and your power drift to raise your power strength up, so you're effectively getting a 107% boost to your speed and your armor. And then as far as your arcanes, we'll go with Arcane Guardian on your headpiece, and then for your back piece you could go with either Avenger or Grace. Grace to regenerate your hit points, or Avenger so you can get extra crit. Both are really nice. I tended to use more Avenger myself, but it's entirely up to you. Now, your focus school, you've got some choices. You could go with Unaru, which has a nice little corrosive built-in effect to whittle down their armor, and it gives you some armor. And then there was that petrification ability. Biggest things are that armor reduction and the extra armor that you get. Now, I ran some calculations, and with this setup, with your Arcane Guardian and Unaru, you're looking at you're only taking, whenever everything's going in your Warcry, you'll take about 5.1% of the damage that enemies throw at you. If without the Unaru, you're looking at about 5.6% of the damage that you'll actually be taking from enemies. So not very noticeable. As for your weapons, I would say go with your Torrid. This is nice for getting at your nullifiers. You toss out a little gas cloud, which I'm actually thinking about taking this off eventually. Maybe toss another format in there so I can actually get gas as an element, which will still do the toxin proc on nullifiers inside. So that's just kind of the setup that I have right now. Then for your Tysus, this is mostly for just your whittling down their armor. I don't have any Hoarder Strike in there. I'm just purely focused on the status effect and whittling down their armor. So I've got your multi-shot, your fire rate, and then your plus status boosters. I also have steady hands because it does have quite a bit of kickback, so I want to make sure that as many shots as I can will land on them, so that'll help out in that endeavor. And then for melee, I'll go with War. You can also go Cinder Prime. I really like Temple Rail. Then I just went with Blood Rush, Prime Reach, Pressure Point, Organ Shatter, Body Count, Collision Force, Heavy Impact. Mostly it's got really high impact to begin with, so I optimize that. It's a pretty faction neutral. I've already got, stuff from the Unaru to help whittle down their armor, so I won't be taking... Your damage reduction in the long run from armor is going to be reduced quite a bit. And then I've got also Berserker to keep the attack speed up. And between I decided the heavy melee for her because she's got the increased attack speed, and you don't exactly want to get a carpal tunnel from spamming E like a madman. For your companions, you could go with Shade, your Huros, if you want some invisibility. Uh, since the Kuro, uh, he's not probably gonna kill much, but he'll probably have better survivability than Shade, I would think. You could also go with Carrier. So I hope that helped you guys out. Looking at Valkyr, ways to min-max her as much as you can, and I will catch you later. Peace.